friends. I have a book haul, some recommendations, and some random ramblings. So it's basically like a coffee chat, but as it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I actually don't have a coffee, so we'll call it a coffee chat and pretend it is. If you're new here, hi, my name's Meredith, and I do all kinds of hauls, unboxings, and generally random videos. So if that sounds like a good time, definitely hit the red subscribe button down below and come along for the ride. So today's lipstick of the day is from NARS. This is the shade Dolce Vita, and it is from their Velvet Matte Lip Pencil line. I really like this formula, I like this color, and honestly, it's the same color I was wearing in the last video I filmed, which was my Stitch Fix unboxing, so I'll probably post that one first, and it'll be right up here when you're watching this later. So my husband and I went to Trader Joe's to grab snacks before we headed over to the hotel for a little anniversary break. Huge shout out to the mother-in-law and father-in-law for watching our kids. So first things first, I just tried these Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoned bite-sized crackers with garlic, onion, caraway, poppy seeds, and sesame seeds, and they are quite delightful. I highly recommend that you try them, and I highly recommend that if you are not lactose intolerant, that you eat them with dairy. I recommend cheese. I always recommend cheese. Cheese is amazing stuff. But yeah, I did these with like a nice sharp cheddar, super yummy, and a triple creme brie that I get at Trader Joe's that I really, really like. So highly recommend those. I love going and getting like little snacky things so that, you can be lazy and not leave your hotel room after a while, you know what I mean? It's just easier, especially after you've, dropped off the kids and packed everybody and all that good stuff. Okay, so one of the things I like to do on vacation or trips, getaways, is go to the bookstore. And I bought a few, just a few novels. And so I thought I would tell you what I got. I had a lovely chat with the store manager while she was restocking the romance section because I tend to talk to random people. And she recommended several books to me, most of which I purchased until she kept recommending, and I was like, okay, I have like 5. Ease up, lady. But the first one is called Dating Dr. Dill. She said this one is supposed to be really, really good. It's by Nisha Sharma, who I have not read before, so I'm excited to try a new author, especially one that comes highly recommended from someone who likes to read romance. So I'll leave a list of all these books down below. So I haven't read it, but we'll see if I like it, and of course, if I do, I'll be sure to let you guys know. She highly recommended this one, and she said it was one of her favorite books that she's read this year, and that would be The Dead Romantics. I have never heard of this book, and it is by Ashley Paulston. So we shall see. She said, I think this is the one that she said was a lot like if you took an Emily Henry book, who is an author. If you haven't heard of her, I recommend her books as well. And Allie Hazelwood, and mix the two. She said that was sort of her writing style, so I'm gonna go with that. I liked both of their books tremendously this year. This book is called Maggie Moves On, and it's by the author Lucy Score. And I also grabbed Set on You, by Amy Leah. So I also like that this one had a curvy heroine. It's nice to see someone who's not like, stick thin on a cover. It's always good. And then I have a couple of recommendations for you guys. The first one I purchased yesterday, and I'm almost all of the way through Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. I'm really enjoying this book a lot. It's definitely more, I don't want to say angsty, but kind of. It's very like longing, tugs at your heartstrings kind of book. So far so good. I'm not to the end, so hopefully the end is absolutely as good as the rest of the book, but as I am 7/8 of the way through the book, I think we can safely say it's a pretty good one. So I highly recommend this one. It does have some adult content, so warning. This is one of my favorite books that I have read this year. Allie Hazelwood is one of my new favorite authors. I would put her up there with, if you've watched my coffee chats before, I would put her up there with Kylie Scott and Mariana Zapata as some of my, and Penny Reed, as some of like my favorite romance authors. She has The Love Hypothesis, which I highly recommend, and she also has 3 novellas that are all about women in STEM. And this one is about a couple who is fake dating and sort of all of the antics that come along with that. And of course, you know how that always works out in a romance novel. Of course, eventually they catch feelings, and this is one of those, I don't want to spoil it, but it was really, really good. I highly recommend if you're looking for like just a fun read or just something where you kind of take your mind off stuff if you're just having a rough time, or you just in general love a good romance with some nerdy heroes and heroines. This one is for you. Highly recommend. The Barnes & Noble version now has a new bonus chapter. So if you're buying a physical book, you might want to look for that, as I did like the bonus content. And she also has another book coming out this month, and the Barnes & Noble employee said that she got an advanced copy of the book and liked it even better than this one. So that one's on my calendar with a reminder to buy it on, I think it's the 23rd of August. So if you're happen to be looking at your calendar on the 23rd of August, you can know exactly what I'll be doing, reading it. And then I also started a series. I haven't read the entire series yet, but I've read, I think it's 4 out of the 5 books in the series. And the first one is from Chloe Leslie. And it's the Bergman Brothers series. This is Only When It's Us. So it's about a college famous soccer player and a guy who has unfortunately lost his hearing due to an illness. Oops, go back to where we are. And she does not know at the beginning of the novel that he cannot hear her, and she gets pretty peeved at him because he's not responding to her. So a really fun novel, and it definitely is one of those like getting to know you. There's a lot of actual character development to the story, and it's more about 2 people getting to know each other. And I really, really liked it a lot, and I would recommend all of the books in the series, at least the first 4. So highly recommend those. Go ahead and read them. And let me know what your book recommendations are down below. I would love to hear it. I always love getting new book recommendations and just talking books in general. So leave me all the comments down below. Let me know what you have been up to this summer. Have you taken any trips, any small getaways? Have you visited family? Have you pretty much stayed at home, hunkered down with your books? Let me know. Until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. You guys know I'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.